You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hey, hey, hey. Voices come. Hey, hey. Credibility, now we ability. News, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. If you call me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. Climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hey, yeah. Voices down. Hey, yeah. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God begin, let's get the power. If you call me, count on me anyhow. We speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hey, hey, hey. Voices come. Hey, hey, hey. Credibility, now we ability. News, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them.
Right, so welcome to the Liberty Online Television. Every Friday from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Me we can always bring this program to now every Friday. My name is Alex Lawrence Cole. Of course, the Liberty Review program with different media, social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms that you get Liberty from. You always get the opportunity for sending a message on different platforms for so issues we discuss now the program. With the day so we and different newspapers, institutions them around the country. Of course, we all know writers presenters can ask questions. But you can house or some of the analysts can in at a different corner them you want like for say, I want to ask this question, I want to look at this thing better. So what we can the way mostly can write the stories. People that we can read the way again can want for say, well now these are people that they expect and say now this have the expect already say. So we can focus on society and other people them way always they discuss issues of national interest. And always the people that they come so now we program the opinion represents their own represent an independent opinion. It will not get any special interest. Last and today, at the last Friday night, month of February, and at the last edition, this for the month of, sorry, for this month, the month of February, for this program, Liberty Review. But before we go deep to is the one for welcome at the studio, Alusan, Alusan Kamara, and the managing editor for Salon Compass newspaper. Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon.
Last week you not be there, and today there again for April on different issues. Again, we'd expect we other guests, Kabo, we the managing editor for away. Then I would they come for now we continue with the but like always, like it's the media or television or radio, they deal with time. So we don't sit wait for one person. We go straight away and look at some of the issues. And many issues come out at different newspapers throughout the week. Well, you know, we discuss all, but some of the one them way key to people, the minds of people them. And then one and they will look at one of them, and they will get the new citizen. They say why APC must win the 2028 election. You get Premier News where Honorable to resign in protest of an issue we'll look at. We get the watch where they say President Bio, a leadership disappointment. Now a question where the writer they ask, and yes, it's the answer where they say SLPP government is unfit for purpose. Put the chief whip of the main opposition, APC Napali. And you get Glenna newspaper where they say Dr. Kandium considered. So we look at 10 issues and they broaden the discussion around with where I will start with you, Ibrahim. We start with President leadership, a leadership disappointment. When I question where the writer and the Watch newspaper they ask, he also connected to the President Bio Tokandium Kela concede leadership failure, and also the opposition with parliament where they say it fit for SLPP is unfit. What's they're not able for do leader. But let's start to like the watch. Waiting the writer they say is 2018 people then voting the SLPP government for a change because of them if we say the then government being corrupt, the former government of Anes Baikoma being corrupt and other issues. And but government don't fail for address some of the issues in the way the citizen may want. One are the issues of corruption, the issues of country, and also the country name or the continue for bad. So now we use that. I'd use that question and I come to you. If it's a bio disappointment.
I think the writer several factors will make it come at that arrive at that headline. In the first place, in 2018, just let's say before 2018, now for the country we know say at some point under the APC, one of the fastest economies. they will get a boom in iron ore. You see the mining industry, the boom. I know that good things will don't dey happen. But just before the 2018 elections, we get what we call austerity. The government will declare austerity, meaning the government drastically reduce the expenditure, like the unnecessary travel, things that we sometimes not too make sense. Sound not because the country was totally broke at the time, but it is a measure where many people, especially economists and people wey level-headed, consider say na a step in the right direction. Be that you have limited resources and you have priorities, so you have to manage your priorities to the resources you have. So I think that the direction would have wey the APC government will take at the time. Going to electioneering period, we had the then opposition, that is the SLPP, led by the current president, President Julius Maada Bio, we go all out the country, the campaign. See, when they come, then fix the country, especially the bread and butter, we they touch on the ordinary lives, then go fix them within 6 months or 3 months thereabouts. Because that is
Which like George Safa.
Jay Safar. There's been almost all radio and television station talking about they are going to fix, give you all of the analysis how they're going to fix them up within 6 months. So come to 2018, you know, to date, I mean, in my own opinion, and I believe see many other people get an opinion, I would say this government are the worst government in living memory. Because when you compare all waiting they don't see, all waiting they promise Sierra Leoneans, we know they see that kind changes. The changes not there. Now before the SLP came to power, we get fairly stable electricity supply. In fact, at the time, then they tell you say, when you talk to people or when people when you go on the streets, you talk about lights they make road and all of that. I say not to them with the eat, not to road with the eat, not to light with the eat. To a point, we get Emerson at the time where see everybody now they make road. All the ministries and they make road. So that tells you a lot of things be they happen. But when this government, one, that their priorities was not on infrastructure, then prioritize education. We then bring them free quality education. But that itself again gets your own bottlenecks. So for me, when you look at which side the SLPP take we to now, I think we don't go 10 steps backward as a country. We don't go 10 steps backward as a country. Now, one of the other things where for me, this government no be honest to Sierra Leoneans. You know, before the 2023 elections, there was a time where the president make a statement, a public statement, say, all of what they in the manifesto, they don't fulfill. In fact, now bonus the government they give me now. They don't fulfill all of what's in the manifesto. We me and you and so many other people believe say it is far from truth. And just recently, the president himself tell me say because of the democratic principles within the country, so we not go able to change the country. It's not go able to change the country. So meaning you don't accept say you don't fail the country. And the same thing for young people. The energy sector, we technically na the minister also recently apologized publicly on TV that the country. So if you look at all of this is happening, for example, you take the rest. Who said them we take the rest? The rest was 200 or maximum 260,000. 260 new leos now. Now from that angle we come out. Now they meet the rest. Now the rest we're talking of almost a million. or 1,000. So you then look at all of those parameters, you come to fuel about 6,000 or so, then take them from. Now we're talking of 27. In fact, you don't go to some point, you go 30 and all of that. So you look at all of these things, and these are the things where they affect the ordinary Sierra Leonean. Bread and butter, they don't fail woefully in that regard. So it is safe. When you look at all of these parameters, it is safe to see the government don't be a disappointment to Sierra Leone.
Last, you just lead. You make mention of President Bios, Phyllis Country, and Yom Kela. Like, quote the writer and Glenn had this. He quote direct with this. He say, "I will not be able to change the country, but I will inspire others to do so." If you say we need, the country really need somebody with rule we next or for complete with him for do because of democracy feel tight.
No, in the first place, if na any other usai morality dey, country usai morality dey exist, that statement of President Bio, they for don't warrant in resignation. Make no mistake about it. You don't already say you know will change the country, and that's not to say be tell you when you be the campaign, you never tell me that. You not tell we say you know will change the country because of principles. You know say before the kind of power, and you know say now under democracy come. So you know we use an excuse of democracy, say you know go do, you know go change the country. I'm talking of inspiration. So what end? You don't promise we say you can't change the country. Then you tell me they inspire. Who do they inspire? You've already failed. So who say morality day? Who say morality day? If you resign, the president because he failed the country. Either have well leaders that fail and they resign because they fail. We get okay now. Let's take England for instance. We now then colonize we directly. Most of the laws there now are they use, and most of the model of development now they use. You get this Brexit business. Several prime ministers resign because they're not able for just achieve that particular aspect. They resign because of that. Here is a country where almost every aspect of society is down. Every aspect of society is backward. And you self don't talk and say you know go able. So why you not resign? So for me, like I say, my own view and many others believe say the government, the SLPP government, are disappointed to Sierra Leone. They fail us woefully, and they ought not for get any other chance.
And that also leads to this. We also agree with the opposition with because always you don't say so now. SLPP government is unfit for purpose.
Very, very unfit
and
for purpose. And
I also want to relate to what the chief minister once said. APC, then they are is it on progressive. This one I say SLPP unfit for purpose. If you say they're not fit for purpose, the chief whip, if you say right?
No, yes. That for me it's a political statement. It is always the duty of the opposition for lash at the government. But I am coming from an independent perspective. I am coming from the point of view that they speak for the people. We deal with the ordinary people. We are not politicians. They talk independently. Because they out there, they interface with the people. Now, just so for backup all of what you don't say. Now, here is a government where one, President will be promised for close all the leakages. Say so many leakages. Then he talk of the wage bill. Say the wage bill was overbloated. So many things. He talk of the traveling of the ex-government head on. But we don't dare now this country, we don't see what thing they happen. In fact, instead of blocking the leakages, now like a samba gutter of corruption I open. We don't see even those were responsible for checkmates this corruption, they sack him. They sack the Auditor General because he exposed corruption at the office of the president. So I don't know whose kind moral grounds, moral standing where this government get for tell we say, okay, we be promised XYZ, we don't deliver on XYZ. The only thing where you go tell me say, yes, they make inroads. Now, like in terms of the education, we get more enrollments. We have over 2 million people picking them enroll in schools. But even the free quality education we talk about, I dey talk as an ordinary Sierra Leonean. Wetin we dey spend now na school way more than wetin we dey pay in the days of the APC. So for me,
I bring this one with the role of the media and civil society. You really don't play that role for question government, for checkmate government on the issue there. So,
well, I'm not gonna say they don't play the role because this is part of I'm part of the media. Some of we don't they play our own role. We have always been consistent in bringing out these issues, but you have few of us, and here is a country also where yes, they talk of press freedom now, like then they give you the cow, then hold the rope. Now you talk of repealing the criminal libel law. We, in fact, then they forbid on shackle the media. Then they forbid on shackle the threats where they in related to media criticizing the government or to media holding those in authority accountable. But what they can do, them pull the criminal libel or them bring the cyber security act, where in fact more draconian than the criminal libel law, because then they just for send message for clarify, you are guilty of cyber stalking and bullying. We don't see so many of the instances and so the media don't they play a role, but it's limited because of all of these bottlenecks, these laws, the bad laws within the put for just prevent for just prevent accountability. The government for be accountable to the people. So many times we see journalists and the old and care and go to CID for waiting and they publish. Several times it don't happen.
And now they don't count the cyber law.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Then they take one thing, then bring the other worst passer. So this is it. Now you get this law where then the feds for personal parliament, this terrorism. Mm-hmm. So imagine a situation where some of we don't remain critical of the government, then government will just don't want they say this group na a terrorist group. Like for example, we get the North Korea consortium, journalist consortium, when a group of critical journalists, we most time they take on national issues. So let's say we take up one sensitive national issue, the government will just decide, say, well, this law brand as terrorist. So this is what I'm saying. You can't be giving us the cow and then you hold the rope for the control we. There has to be, when we say press freedom, let the freedom actually do. But you know, we don't tell we say you don't give press freedom, then you can't law way. In fact, in what's past the criminal will be freed. But for me, it has never been sincere since the onset.
But again, other school of thought they say the journalists they don't buy them, the media, the civil society they don't buy them. So again, the plus minus say then lawyer they the government, some of them the journalists as people can describe they support government or government don't buy them. You believe in that kind of
I don't go 100% believe, but also I don't go deny the fact you have a whole lot of media men. I don't go. Then they go take them up. Even in the days of APC, also happening. You get media with the government of the day. So they take, even it happen everywhere in the world. Even in America, you have media houses aligning to certain political parties based on their reporting. So that day you can't take that away. But for me, I think what now the worry in all of this, and the fact colleagues will go as far as targeting their own colleagues because of politics. The the kind of division we don't in our country, it touch in almost all aspects of life. Every side where you go, you must meet this division, this division against political lines, against regional lines, and all of that. You get a situation which people are being targeted because of their surnames. So this also creates a problem for even journalists for let them practice freely. You get your colleagues and they go at we because we've been critical, and that is not how it should be. I think as a country, for how we grow, we can forget everybody for free for belong, which I have for belong, or everybody for able for do what you want for do, without fear of being targeted.
But the other people again, they say that the poverty among journalism because of all this.
Yeah, poverty also now one aspect, but I can tell you, say, it all has to do with integrity. Whether you are poor or not, if you have integrity, sometimes you know say your job will do now for the people. You are the voice of the people. So if you see you sell out, then you don't sell the people out. Because make no mistake, the media they play a critical role for any country develop. And as long as the media is being trampled upon, the media is being bought, then we are heading for calamity in that country.
I'll just bring in like within Ronald rest for the talk now with Facebook pages say, for God's you people wake up every day suffering to get your basic necessity as well by a government responsible for that, yet nothing is happening and you all stay silent. Then that is why they are getting away with their bad governance. So you know, facing in this silence where this part the highlight so because the journalism be divided because of pockets and everything they raise small concern and take money and I know they affect all this silence. So many these governments continue to do this and the failure continue. As them people they say or as you say it's disappointing. And obviously I didn't tell all the lead to that.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. It's sad that we find ourselves in this situation. Like I say, now few of we able for we don't consistently they bring out some of these issues. But for me, I think the media fraternity for inculcates that idea of integrity. They have to have integrity. You know, these guys are politicians. They are not doing us a favor. And so it is our own responsibility for how we hold them to account. Because like I said, now we they represent the people. As the moment we sell out, then we don't sell the country out. Because at the end of the day, that one leon, 2 leon that they give you go eat them, it done. But the repercussion you get for tell on even you yourself, your own people that we get. For example, now the issue of when you go buy rest, they're not going to ask you which party you belong. Now, if they say na 800, now 800 they go buy you, they're not going to say, well, because you na SL people or you na APC, na so they buy. No. Now the petrol, you don't go buy. For instance, because you na APC or na SL, now the price rate. So we silence the silence of the media. Now the cost to the country in development. I think we self as media practitioner for CC, we put the country first. Putting the country first by defending what is right, by bringing out all issues we will not say they affect the nation in growth.
All right, one of your statements where you make clear on that, the president, that statement where you make from other country, they resign. And we see Premier News, they say honorary consul resigns in protest of detention of our hunt. This again is something we don't bring a lot of questions, debates, and also discussion around integrity and freedom of this country and also human rights. As a writer or journalist, so don't they follow issues and this issue of government arresting people for comment that they make or police arresting people for comment that they make. You know, you have to defend for let them even explain why they are always posting under which grounds. whose category they put on a human rights violation, na more of embarrassment to the country, na bringing the country back more backward. Whose category you don't they look at this thing? Whose side if you say they lead the country to?
Okay. Generally, before I look at our own team in matter, I want for like generally see this government in human rights record over the years never good. We've had reports year in year out reports of the United States Department on human rights. We always the fault Sierra Leone in terms of the massive human rights abuses taking place. So many instances, the Pademba Wodo massacre, we today, nobody is held accountable for that. So many instances, we don't get a situation in Sierra Leone where then them imprison somebody because it is sell relief tablets because it is sell relief tablet. They don't imprison that person there. So many instances of
The black eye issue.
yes. Imagine a man, somebody who mentally the end, then jail him because of a comment against the government. So it tells you, as a country, we are doomed. This government cannot continue to run like this. We get first of all, there are rights we are fundamental to every human, especially when we have democracy. You get rights we are non-negotiable. We have non-negotiable rights we as individuals get. Now, if all of these rights for speaking up, you have been detained, you have been jailed for speaking up. We don't get instances now for tweets or lawyers, legal people that will know the law. They for interpret the law, what in the law say. They have been detained for that. We don't get instances of that. So I think this government really need for work on human rights because we can't continue as a nation like this. Every year we get this report, this damning report against the government on its human rights abuses. So we would now coming to what's the case? This is the case we court right now. I don't too much delve into that.
Okay.
It is just like what I've said just now. It is the cyber. It then bring account for cyber offenses. We are telling you just now. We get press freedom. We get criminal libel. Then pull and give we worst past criminal libel. Now here is a situation. Our aunt make a statement during electioneering period where then turn and they can charge everybody. All man can talk with it. But we have countries who side and they cost president. Before you get the president cost you nothing, not happen. I don't know why we for pick on all of these things. Now we have a situation where somebody threatening war. Say if they don't make him president in 2028, he's going to bring war in Sierra Leone. That person, the whole arm, few days, they say they go write apology, they left him. Here is a where you know more severe than our hunting own. And you can imagine from December, these are bailable offenses. These are bailable offenses where if I don't get bail, but for more than all arm, from police to magistrate court until now, they don't get bail. So if they tell you, firstly, you will not get an independent justice system in this country. The judiciary, all what thing that happen there can be determined by State House. Now, what is State House saying in the judiciary? In fact, I know of so many cases where the judgment then are State House and the rights there, which we not for this so as a nation. I think
you get evidence for proof.
So many. That is a topic for another day. I am looking at this case. For me, what the point I try to make is we know for this as a nation. We have you have the legislative arm of government. You get the judicial. You get the executive. They should be independent of each other. They should be independent of each other. These institutions for able for carry out the duties with interference, without influence. So for me, for let you keep hold of somebody for a crime where you continue for keep am, then somebody don't commit, I would say, worst crime under the same law. They don't commit worst crime under the same law. You not even charge them to court. It tells you we are not making progress as a nation. Justice should be served equitably. We don't forget the situation where you have the law works for a certain set of people, whilst the other sets they go free for crimes they commit under the same laws. It is not the way to go. And I think this resignation of the consul is sent a very it sent a very bad signal to the already dented image of the country. Because mind you, Sierra Leone is hugely the reputation of Sierra Leone. They, for me, I call them in the gutters. Especially when we look at the recent drug scandals. Then all of this they happen. I think the government need for really work on the image. The country.
I see you we talk about drugs, so I see you front page where they talk about salons blackout nightmare, over 1 billion gone fuel. But I want to relate them to this. Where Night Watch they say, don't let blackout distract from cocaine scandal. If we say this blackout issue don't kill the discussion around the drugs that happen in this country.
Well, basically, I think then I want of yes, I want for see be able for minimize the discussion around the cocaine saga. Now, mark you, it takes phone for a charge phone for let you able to communicate, for let you able to social media. We yourself na victim. You don't get work, you don't get lights, you don't even pull paper. Or sometimes you don't work down. Then they print lights no day, the paper not come out. So when you want to communicate, the means for communicate no day. So I think the blackout play a major role in minimizing the discussion around the drug scandal. But again, I think this issue of drug scandal, I think not routine for just sweep under the carpet because it gets huge ramification on the country. I make at another program here, I make mention of that. I say this is only the affects the government because they are the ones who are perpetrating it. They are the ones accused of perpetrating. The effect that they get on Sierra Leoneans, for example, an ordinary Sierra Leonean like me want to travel, I go for visa, then go search me some kind of way, or I go to the airport for travel. The kind embarrassment we then will mean to Sierra Leoneans. So for me, I don't see government first of all need for come out clean. The inconsistency there's so much in all these things. The inconsistency. You give us one statement, the other day give us another statement. I think the government actually own up and bring the actual facts to people. This thing not good for the country. This image not good for the country. And the recent report also clearly say Salon are the hub for a drug we all know say kill so many of we destroy so many of we youthful population. Mm-hmm. So imagine that kind image, the portray that kind image that we get outside there. That is why I'm saying let this blackout. Of course, it's difficult the blackout the money everybody, but this drugs business, government really need for clear a name. Government really need for set the record straight and make sure say the kind way what people see we now we come on at that kind.
What's your take on the drama between the new appointing new ambassador in Guinea? People they question say the ambassador don't come, some man they say not come it, some man they say they try in Guinea. Which you take, or you don't do any investigation around that? You get any information?
First of all, we all be they do the from what the incident the starts. We'll be there on this investigation. But like I said, you know, me and you can write, we can talk, we don't talk. But if government is supposed to act, or the authorities are supposed for take the appropriate action, not take them, then we are just wasting our time. We don't write a whole lot, we don't talk a whole lot, but things not they change because one, the government not they even listen to what we see. I talk about inconsistency just now. Now here is the government. When this thing starts, then see the man not be the ambassador not be the house arrest. You don't recall the ambassador. He's nowhere to be found. The name will come. Until recently, when tell we say they don't release her now in the kind of the country. Until now, not here. So this inconsistency for stop. Come out saying that this XYZ happen. First of all, crime, nothing where they happen everywhere. Even in America, crime they this cocaine they talk about. Now the White House, they don't catch cocaine day. You don't mean say they get people who commit crime. It is the reaction, the action we take
Of the leaders.
after a crime has been committed. Now they determine whether na you. Now, okay, this is not also the first government who started to get issue of cocaine. The previous administration, the APC, we get issue of cocaine. People have lost their jobs because of that day. People we are tried. So this is how you react to some of these issues. But since we don't talk of this cocaine, nobody has been held accountable. Nobody will not touch. Even to this Dodge, this
Dutch.
Josh, the Dutch drug baron, where they allegedly in a salon and the wine and dine with the presidency allegedly. Then go tell me one story today. The other day you tell me other thing. Here you in the first statement of the government say the man they're not aware of how they don't know him. You know they are. Now after an extradition or request be don't come, then can begin tell we say then the government salon government say we don't make request for a certain Adebayo. So you imagine the kind of dishonesty, the kind of inconsistency where the government they display in all of these things. I go don't tell you say you don't know about this person, then he can't talk back the other attempt. We said we don't request, so they look at you see you take one step and then move, take one step forward and then move maybe 10 steps backwards. This is what is happening. So for me, the government really need for holistically and honestly address these issues because it is not only about government, it is about Sierra Leone. Now we own reputation as a country. Now we own citizens, therefore suffer the consequences. So that is why the government really need for address this holistically and honestly.
All right, let's look at this now where you Salon Compass when the managing editor they say Salon's blackout nightmare over $1 billion gone, $1 billion gone. Few first the few 9 million interest, then we'll go to the 1 billion in the blackout. What's in this film? How the 1 billion go feel?
In the first place, feel like where you just throw something,
Echo dust or blade.
Yes. Okay. So you don't know what's in who side that thing they go. You just like when you say something disappear.
So I connect the $1 billion and the blackout.
Okay. Now, me and say since 2018 we don't get difficulty. Every year we get difficulty in the electricity. The blackout don't they become a new normal. It don't become a new normal. So if you look at these blackouts, I was maybe call them permanent blackouts where the country then you look at the money where don't go into the energy sector for long we not get this blackout. So it's really sad. For long we get this situation where you look at all of what don't come for just improve the energy sector. You know they see all of those things. Now like when they tway what dogs in back. So it is not it is actually sad for let we continue as a nation for let get this kind of situation. Plenty money every now and then you get project energy project donor fund they come so many money don't come for just this one green energy sector, but this money not the impact you know get the impact we supposed to forget. The energy sector still remains the worst in the sub-region. So for me, I think it's time people are held accountable. This is, in fact, this charade we don't do. We don't continue for do for go pull the energy minister one. They already did it. In fact, I'll go begin from the days of Kanja Sisi. Kanja Sisi was the energy minister. In fact, he was going out there, he move, he does everything. But within the same system, they undermine him. Imagine they undermine Kanja till he resign. The very way he resign, they go pick up car powership. Now, this is a government where they blast the previous administration for the car powership. Say, now cosmetic arrangement. In fact, the arrangement not be proper. They don't need that.
I also understand say some kickback they come off for some key stakeholders.
No, well, that I don't get evidence of. But as far as me concerned, I'm going to take the government by their own word. Then come, they meet the car powership. First of all, they don't criticize the car powership. Then come, they say, okay, we renegotiate. They renegotiated the contract. And then tell we say, the contract is now good for the people. It is in the best interest of the people. Here is the same government where, despite their own negotiation, despite the contract being the best for the people, we still get problems. Any day way car powership shuts down, the country they suffer the consequences. So it means all of what they have been telling us in terms of in the energy sector, they are all lies. This is the same government, the president at one time in parliament at state opening, see, the government generates sufficient electricity now. And I don't know whether sufficient don't get other meaning. If you are generating sufficient electricity, why is it not, the people not get up?
But the president be stomach.
No, well, that is to tell you.
It's be shocked.
Lies. Truth and lies. The truth always prevails.
So is it about the president or the writer of the speech?
No, well, I don't want to know who wants that speech. As far as I'm concerned, the president said it. And when the president talk, now policy statement, you say you generate sufficient electricity. Where is it? Where do you want the sufficient electricity now generate? Now, sometimes some people will wonder how $1 billion. They see the money.
Yeah, because
so huge.
They
Look at the money so huge. But if I get a rundown of the money that we don't come under the
energy
sector. For the energy sector, 2018 to date, it's way more than that. Because every now and then we get donors coming, and now we get this MCC, this 480 million MCC supposed to come for just the energy sector. So they tell you how the donor partners value electricity, and electricity now the backbone for development, because you can't have industries or companies operating without electricity. That is why, in fact, we find out under this government we don't get a drastic reduction in terms of private sector investment in the country, because you don't give a look at all of these costs. Running my company here, I have to foot the bill of electricity. I therefore buy me plant, me generator. My generator I go for the use. So they spend more. So every investor get for look at all of these aspects. Get for look at the security situation at the country. Get for look at the electricity situation. they look at so many other factors we could advise in decision for either invest into a country or not. But you have a country where all of these things are not working. So it's going to be very difficult for us we get serious investors coming to invest in the country. Now that give you a rundown of the money that we don't come. Now the energy sector. Now just when the SRPB come na power, the first budget we then do, then put $15.6 million for
the energy sector.
For the energy sector. The budget for like generation, for enhance the existing thermal plants there, for build enhance the existing distribution networks. And by this money, AFDB, okay,
African Development Bank.
This same money, that 15 million, you get development partners. They also give 43.7 million for add up to this 15.6 million where the government puts.
Okay, the 15 billion are from the government, the local revenue.
Yes, now put
The
that budget. Now from donor partners, just for add to this 15 million for the quota. I don't explain this one.
So they talk about $60 million.
Yes. Now you get also another 44 million when this MCC compound, because during the APC they get the MCC, but it is this government that's implemented it. 44.4 million when MCC for now then do. Then in October 2018, you get the International Finance Corporation also give another $40 million for let them install solar power plant, 50 megawatt solar power plant. Okay. Now in May, you get the International Development Finance Corporation also give $290 million to the government for just improve the energy sector. Then also ECOWAS give Salon $40 million for improve the energy sector. In 2023, about government launch a project with $412 million. That gas station would then open we then go launch na Eastern na Kisi. Yes. So all of these monies they're all there for the energy sector. So you have another one with $400 million with international partners and also be give to the government for just improve the sector. So when you total all of this money, it gives you more than $1 billion. And all this money targets the energy sector. How this money work? We take today with the complaint of bad light, take today with the complaint of low voltage, take the complaint say the lines they're not okay.
Then go tell them they work on the lines. Then.
So how today we get problems with the lines? If this year 90% of the disaster we get now also in the born now fire disaster, and where 90% of them they caused by electricity, the terrible electricity that they give. So it tells you what you begin to ask the question: who say all the money they are? The money that they give for improve the.
But look what the exclusive.
Line.
Look what the exclusiveness paper they say. Electricity capacity more than double since 2018, but still fall short. And they quote Yom Keller.
So that is to tell you. I tell you about the dishonesty of this government. This government has been one of the most dishonest governments. You can't be telling us like the president talk. He said that they generate sufficient electricity. But how do they generate sufficient electricity to enable get the electricity generate? Now, I just don't call for money that we come inside the energy sector for improve both the distribution and the existing thermal plants them. So you can't tell us that the distribution and all of this, and not talk of the capitalship. The capitalship is a different arrangement. So imagine you have all of these money and we still not get right. Then you get capitalship where you get an agreement for the pay. They go to a point you have all the post $40 million. In fact, if we look at the projection now $300 million they go to in the next few months if they not pay cap our ship. So how we reach at this level? And mind you, we get the one of the most expensive electricity tariff in the sub region. The tariff done more than, in fact, 10 times higher than where it was. Every now and then you make increments of electricity tariff, and the people are not getting the service they are paying for. You know, it's sad that we not get the justice system. We sometimes when somebody go grab them and say that take EDSA or the energy ministry to court.
Anyways, the discussion around electricity and the failure of blackout will continue, and one way for this continent, it will continue to be a debate. But quickly, if I don't play a clip, we get to do with this one they ask to do with lawyer society, the AGM, the whole and so much questions come on the some government officially branded them as APC, and other people then they branded them as force for reckon with for the pressure government. But quickly, let's listen to lawyer Suri saying my own the newly elected president for Lawyers Association, and from there now we will discuss around the different opinions. So don't begin come along. We'll go studio 2 and get that clip real quick.
People already make them comments and they're mistaken. I mean, personally, if you follow me on trend, more people and things say are more sympathetic with SLPP by virtue of one, me alliances and then friendship with Boku people away then at the regime. But the fact of the matter is, I've always said to people that waiting happen will cause the formation of the lawyer society. Now that incident is specifically we for look at, right? Wrongs were committed, democratic standards were betrayed, and because of that one day, people come together. People are across all aisles, you know, across all parties. If you attend the AGMD, we're surprised for see people from all people who know say the SLPP, people who know say the neutral, people who know say the APC. They all come together and say we cannot allow the legal profession for sink further down. We cannot allow waiting happen at Kenema for then characterize who we are. So waiting people and they try for do now for paint the lawyer society as an opposition extension, which is not correct. Now make us say if them people and they lack honesty, then go first condemn waiting happen at Kenema rather than turning to label an organization. We envision any statement say out yonder. We say one for be the foremost watchdog of democracy. And I know say during the AGM, speaker after speaker, they lament the sorry state of the democracy. So now that makes lawyer society come about. For say we get so much work for do for with democracy. So then one the way they talk say, oh now opposition group, etc., you know, that's not correct.
You don't listen to lawyer sorry Sengbe Mara, we now the newly elected president for Lawyers Association. One thing we're very interested in the discussion when we host our breakfast show now also. Now that's the special invite from Kenya for become, but later we get threats from the acting ambassador in Kenya. They say if you can not go provide security for them, and we also get instruction from the secretary to president saying in do that day, then do all effort to let them government clarify the government and not they don't accuse them of APC. I have all relates that to which you they say earlier on say we talk other colleagues and they say different thing. From your own opinion, what now you take on the existence of lawyers association and the bar the AGM wouldn't just all in the new executive?
Okay, thank you very much. I think this also what we to be initial discussion about democracy, strengthening democracy. You know, the role of the media, civil society, and this watchdog organization for we ensure say we hold government to account. Over the years, we don't see the bar association now like it go stamp for government. It's most time quiet on issues really affect the country in progress. Most times quiet on issues where constitutional matters where they're supposed to put much on a national concern where they're supposed for speak out, they don't remain quiet. They either support the government or maybe they go put one rotten press release with economic sense. So I think what thing happen na Kenema and the formation of this lawyer society. For me, I think one, the formation of lawyer society probably is the beginning of putting an end to impunity. It is the beginning of putting an end to impunity. You can't have people get away with everything. You know, you have norms, you have rules governing any society, and if those rules are not followed because you have an agenda, and the people that feel aggrieved, now me not going for come into the area of they being branded an extension of the opposition or so or not. But what do we do? The bulk stops on this society. The bulk stops on every member of the lawyer society. They said they are forming this to hold the government accountable. They say that they protect democracy. So it is for them to do exactly what they say. Because we got to hold them responsible if they act otherwise. Like I say, the bar association over the years don't they become an extension of the government. In most cases, in most issues we get for roots national development, they have been an extension of the government. They don't speak for the people. They speak in a manner where will favor the government. They don't take on the issues head on. So we hope say this one not go be so. The lawyer society. We hope say all waiting and they accuse the bar association of they're not going to be guilty of their accusation and they we not go come back to now we begin accuse them say but not the same thing. You said you are going to defend democracy. The oath for work towards that. We they watch them. We as journalists, we as citizens, we they look them. We therefore judge them by their actions. So for me, I don't have to go into whether they are an extension of the opposition or they are against the government. I don't want to go into that. They have a role. Lawyers have a role in society. And that role they need to uphold them. And so anything other than that, then we go begin lend credence to what people and they accuse them of. So it is their own responsibilities. It is their own duty for ensuring the fears where people they raise, the concerns where people they raise for their own formation, not come to pass. I know it's a mixture of everybody. I can't say only members of the APC or SLPP. I'll not say now a society of lawyers. That is all I know. For me, this issue of SLPP, APC, not to immediately look at. I am looking at Sierra Leone. They are a society of lawyers where don't come and say that they defend democracy. Okay. According to them, the bar association not don't live up to the expectation. So that is why they don't form their own. Ensure say the role where lawyers are playing at the society for ensure say the country develop, for ensure say with democracy grow, for ensure say with democracy be protected, then they carry them out.
Right.
So we hope say they live by their words and do what exactly they tell people and see them go do.
All right, I want to say thank you to you, Ibrahim Alusan Kamara. You know the managing editor for Salon Compass newspaper. We don't join with the program this afternoon with expert Robert Kekabo, but not able for Siam to the end of this program. But at this time, I want to say plenty thank you. We don't for watch the program, and now we send our comments and the different platform them. Plenty thank you to Princess Pia for putting the program together, to Sao and Dennis. We don't help with the technical aspects of the program. One for telling plenty thank you. Me don't be Alex Lawrence Koma. They say get yourself a blessed weekend. Continue for follow with different program the way we they do na liberty na so, and continue for support liberty in a different way. Until next week, get yourself a blessed weekend and stay safe.
Orange Maxit, the super app where bring comfort and control now you on. With Orange Maxit, do all your transaction and fast and safe. Whether not for send money to family, party, or workmates, this transfer quick. You want recharge, buy top up and data in just few seconds. Get daily, weekly and monthly package them with just one tap. Stay in control with quick balance check and instantly manage your finances well. Whether now you top up, data or transaction history once all day in one place. If you mistake, no worry, you fit reverse them instantly. Visit the marketplace now Maxit and buy the latest in them, tickets to the biggest events them, and even play games. All this day now you on. Do all your transaction them easy. Pay merchants, pay bills, transfer money from bank to wallets, and cash out all now one app with safe. Easy. Search Maxit now Google Play and iOS App Store. Download, install, and then register with your number and password. Open Maxit and see how it is simplify your life. Download Maxit today and get comfort now your fingertips.